Hello there, friends. Hold on. Let me move you up just a smidge. Okay, there we go. How is everybody doing on this wonderful Tuesday evening? I have missed everybody. Hi, Savannah. Welcome in. Hi, Jen. Hi, Margot. So good to see you. Hi, Alex. Yes, Alex always comes through with the reminders. Everyone remember to turn your chat to live mode so that you can see everyone's comments. If you've never done it before, there should just be a little toggle at the top of the chat that allows you to switch. It should say top chat initially, I think, and then you can switch it to live chat. Hi, Miley. Oh, yes, let's go. Hi, Beth. Welcome in. Hello, darling. So good to see you, Miley. Hi, Ian. Welcome in, friend. All right. Let's see here. Whew. Okay. So I am still currently beta reading. That's what I will be working on tonight. I am on chapter 51. So we'll see how far I can get. But what are you guys working on tonight? Okay. Well, let me see something. I'm a little worried that I may be having... Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Margot said about to head home from work. Okay, perfect. I hope you have a safe drive home. Hi, Vic. Welcome in. Ian said, I think I'll be doing my day job for a bit longer. Fair. Alex says, I'm going to try and finish my Act 1 outline for Draft 2. The goal is to be able to start writing in July. Oh, so exciting. That's a great, what an exciting point to be at in your kind of like process, Alex. Beth is eating dinner in a bit and then beta reading. Nice. Team beta, huh? I feel like a lot of us are beta reading right now. It's like a popular season for it. Margot said, then going to work on final prep for my new project. Going to start drafting tomorrow. Oh, that's so exciting. No worries, Christina. I'm so sorry that you're struggling with your Wi-Fi. That can be so frustrating. And if you can't stick it out, no worries at all. But always love to have you here. Jen said, I'm still working on getting this book done in my lifetime. You know what? Same, girlfriend. I feel like I've been working on my book for like an eternity, but I will say I'm missing my book bad. I'm hoping, on Thursday, I think I'm going to write with a friend for a little bit, hopefully. And then I'm hoping this weekend I can fit in some solid, like, focus time. I have a lot of homework this weekend, but I'm hoping that in amongst that, I can, like, fit in some time on my project again. Bree said, I'm eating dinner, then going to read. I've been co-working all day. Nice. Savannah's going to be reading, writing, and editing a short for YouTube. Very cool, Savannah. Take his sister to see my horse because I promised to. Oh, that's really cute, Vic. That's really sweet. This is turning into a little book, I feel like, a little story. You should be taking notes for a future book, potentially. But anyways, so how do we all feel about going right into a sprint just to keep us on track? And then we can have a nice little yap after the first sprint. Vic said, I am 5 chapters away from finishing Act 1. After that, I might be looking for beta readers too. Oh my gosh. So exciting. Jen said, it's good to have a break from my projects to do other creative things. Then you can return with fresh eyes. Totally. That's true. Yeah, I do feel like I have a renewed sense of like excitement for my own project after being away from it for a little bit, for sure. And I will say I had a really good brain blast last night, like a really good one. There was a part of my story, a scene that I actually really liked, but I kept feeling like it needed to be changed. And I couldn't figure out how I wanted to alter it. And last night I had like this brain blast out of nowhere just in bed. And so I wrote it down in my notes app. So I may have to add it to my revision doc or whatever at some point during this stream, but I at least have it written down in my phone so that I don't forget. But oh, 1.5. Okay, I was trying to figure out. Sorry. Okay, I misread the comma and I wasn't sure if the 1 was a type. I'm sorry, Vic. That was my bad. 1.5. That's really close, Vic. That's awesome. Doom Sprint. We'll see what we can make happen, you know? It's all in the hands of the wheel. I do too. It was very satisfying. And I think it still needs to be ironed out just a smidge, but I really, really like the overall change. So up, and here comes my co-host coming to take his seat. Okay, on that note, let's head over to the wheel. Okay, y'all know the drill. Take about the next 5 seconds or so to guess what increment of time the wheel will land on. If you hit the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in your honor, and I will fetch you a nice little trophy over on the main screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. Okay, that's a good little warm-up sprint. I'll take a 30. 30's cute. Okay, well, I cannot see what is down here. Okay, let's see who got it. Oh, Vic got it. Well done, Vic. Okay, everybody spam the chat with gold stars for Vic, and I will fetch her a nice little trophy over on the main screen. Very nicely done, Vic. And I love seeing all the supportive gold stars and trophies and things for Vic. It's awesome. Okay, let's see. Can I get a Walter sprint? You know, I was thinking today, listen, I say this, but really I have no time to do this, so don't get to. But I was like, I really want to figure out 3D printing, and I would love to figure out how to 3D print him like a little headset, you know, so he could have a little co-host, I don't know, like mic and headset. But then I was like, that seems like a lot of work, but I may bring back eventually the Walter cam, because I do kind of miss the Walter cam, and he sleeps in this chair down here now a lot, and I think it might be kind of cute if I could get a cam and like point it on that so you guys could watch him sleep. And if I could hook up a little mic and get like his purrs and stuff, that would be cute, but we'll see. No promises. Got distracted, but I'm going to be doing something fun. Haven't decided yet. You know what? I love that for you, Miley. Allegations are coming true. Yeah, your witch allegations. Yeah, for real. Listen, it's just like how we all believe that Ian has a Mandalorian or DeLorean. What are they called? DeLorean, not Mandalorian. Sorry, I got mixed up with a Starbucks show. Oh my God, I cannot talk today. Star Wars, not Starbucks. I got it mixed up with a Star Wars show. Oh my gosh, your girl's brain. I'm telling you, I have been doing so many different things that like mentally I feel very spread thin, and I think it's starting to show. Okay. Oh, no worries. We'll see you for the next one, Margot. Have a nice, safe drive home. Oh, welcome back, Wheelie Gal. We're so happy to have you here. I hope you're feeling better. Not allowed to be my assistant tonight. Gosh. All right. That being said, I have 30 minutes on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck, and I'll see you on the other side of 30. Here we go. right, everybody. We are back. Big welcome to Bunny, who came in on that sprint, and JK Lambo, who came in on that sprint. Ooh, so I got through a chapter and a bit. I'm on chapter 52 now. So I'm making some good progress. I will say, I don't know if I've said yet who I'm beta reading for, but all I'm going to say is I'm actually really enjoying the beta read. Like, this book has me hooked. Like, you know how sometimes when you're reading a book, you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna worry about catching every little detail, but I'm like, I want to catch every little detail. Like, I don't want to miss anything, because I feel like this person has done such a good job of like interweaving everything, and kind of everything that you would think matters at some point. So it's just really satisfying to read. Okay, let's see. Miley ended up weeding the strawberry patch. Very exciting. We are having a heat wave right now where I'm at. It's been like 94 degrees out, so my butt ain't going outside for nothing, but I'm glad you're getting some nice outdoor time, Miley. Bree said, I've pulled up a puzzle, some knitting and writing, so I can see what sparks my mood. Oh, love that. Listen, I have always said I'm always so impressed by how diverse everyone's talents are in the chat. It's so cool to see. Christina wrangled the constant dropping internet and read back what she wrote before. So exciting. I'm so glad that your internet is working now. Trust me, I empathize very much. I mean, you know this, Christina, but like, I had a whole saga with my internet. Was it right before New Year's or like right at New Year's? I don't know, but I know that's so frustrating. Hi, Lizzie. Welcome in, friend. So happy to see you. Vic got 1,022 words in 30 minutes, bro. Consider me flabbergasted. That's incredible, Vic. Alex said, glad to hear that. We love good writing. Yes, it has me pretty hooked, I have to admit. Like, yeah, we love a good beta read. Yes, I do. And I'm still new, like relatively new to the whole beta reading like scene. But I feel like everyone's that I've been able to read so far has been really cool in their own unique way. Like, it's been really cool to see. Miley said, I thrive in the heat, to be honest, but also please stay safe, everyone. This heat wave is no joke. Yeah, I am like a vampire. I cannot be in the sun. I am like Casper the Ghost. I step outside for like literally I'll drive my car and I get sunburn on my arm just from my arm sitting like with the windows up, being inside the car. So I have to be really careful. And then like, I feel like heat I do not cope well with the heat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more of a fall winter gal. Miley said, while Northern Hemisphere is baking alive, but climate change isn't real. Girl, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. But agreed. Vic said, remember, I'm on draft 2. I'm pulling the good sections and copying them. Oh, that's true. But still, that's still a lot. That's still huge progress. Alex said, to be honest, I was doubtful with how well I would vibe with using Google Sheets. They're Excel to plan, but boy, howdy. Listen, I'm telling you, Alex, that's how I've always done my outline. Now, I say that's how I've always done it as if I've written 10 books. I haven't even written one, okay? I'm on my first one, but that's how I've always done all of my outlining, all of my planning, all my character sheets, everything. Aside from the wiki that I now use, which, like I said, I'll do a video on that at some point because I think it's super helpful. But yeah, the sheets in that have been clutch for me so far. I'm so glad to hear, Alex, that you're enjoying it. Bunny said, on one of the last chapters of my side project, I hope to finish it tonight so I can get back into my main project. This little novella is like a brainworm that won't leave me alone until I write it. But how nice that you have something like tugging at your heartstrings in that way, you know? Let me also, I'm going to set us a little timer. And we've been yapping a minute. We'll do 4 minutes. Okay. Vic said, I have maybe 500 words of draft 1 left to rewrite in this chapter. Oh, no, wait. You wrote it right, Vic. I'm sorry. I have maybe 500 draft 1 words left to rewrite in this chapter. Oh, that's exciting. Miley said, oh, Bunny, I've been there. Hope you're at least having fun. Listen. Vic said, oh, we have a heat wave too. We keep hitting a new historic record every day. Apparently we hit 41 Celsius today in some village. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just feel like, ugh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Sapphire Wolf says, also, welcome in, Sapphire Wolf. Says, joined late, but I had a productive day so far. I didn't do any writing yet, but I did finally hand out resumes so I can help my grandmother around the house and buying groceries. Oh, that's so sweet, Sapphire Wolf. We're definitely sending good vibes your way and wishing you lots of luck. That's awesome. Hot Margot's home from work. Yes. Yes, welcome back. Yeah. Big win. Okay. Let me see. Do you guys want to do a quick trivia question before we spin the wheel and go into another sprint? I'm prepping my card because I know what you're going to say. Okay, I highly doubt that anyone's going to know this question, but I'm going to ask it just because I think you'll get a kick out of just hearing me ask it, to be honest, because it's so ridiculous. This is how I felt while doing my re-outlining thing in Scriv, realizing I can link back to other docs. Yep. And that's what I like in my wiki. I do that too, and it's really nice. Okay, trivia. Sweet. Vic said I could. Okay, I should get a quick shower. A quick and silent shower and go to bed. Well, thanks for hanging out, Vic. We'll see you soon. Okay, here we go. Trivia. All right. Who are Peep-Eye, Pip-Eye, Pup-Eye, and Poop-Eye? And yes, one of them is really named Poop-Eye, as in P-O-O-P-I. I'm going to say it again. Who are Peep-Eye, Pip-Eye, Pup-Eye, and Poop-Eye? I'm just curious to hear people's guesses for this, because I'll be shocked if anyone actually gets it. It's just so ludicrous. Okay. Teletubbies. That's actually a good guess. Popeye siblings. Oh, the off-brand Teletubbies. Green Can Guy. I don't know who the Green Can Guy is. A knockoff Disney Banjo Band. Sailors. The Green Giant. So Margot actually got it right. Popeye's nephews. And Milo was close with Popeye's siblings. I should have known Margot would get that one. And here, we'll do one more real quick with our last 30 seconds. Yeah, it's a pretty goofy. I was like, even if no one gets this, you guys will just get a hoot out of me asking it. PewDiePie siblings. Swedish version of our Teletubbies. That'd be crazy. Okay, quick. We got 10 seconds. I'm going to throw one more at you. What is the science of sound called? Acoustics, acrylics, or isotonics? You guys will get this one. I'll repeat it again. What is the science of sound called? Acoustics, acrylics, or isotonics? Yeah. Miley, this just killed me. They should have maybe cooked on it a little longer. Poop-Eye? I know. I couldn't believe the last one when I read it. Margot didn't know Margot would get that one. Okay. And you guys are so funny. So the correct answer was acoustics. Acoustics. Well done, friends. Okay. And we've got even more questions on just that card. So on the next break, we can do a couple more if you guys want. But in the meantime, poop eye equals pink eye. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going over to the spin wheel. All right, y'all know what to do. Take about the next 5 seconds or so to guess which increment of time the wheel will land on. And if anybody hits the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in their honor. And I will fetch them a nice little trophy as well. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. Okay, 45. That's not too shabby. We'll take a 45. Let's see if anybody got it. Ian got it. Well, Ian decided to fire up that DeLorean, it looks like. You guys know what to do. Also, welcome in, Mateo. All right. Also, Alex is here to clarify. Alex looked up isotonic, and it is related to muscle fibers and tone. Very interesting. Okay, Ian, I've got a trophy coming up for you here. Whoop. Ignore that. Here we go. All right, very nicely done, Ian. And let me also give us a little treasure chest up there for our first sprint. Okay. Oh, that's true, Ian, actually. That's probably true. I never really watched Popeye, but that is probably right. All right. We love seeing all the gold stars and the trophies for Ian. That's awesome. All right. Well, everyone, I have 45 minutes queued up on the clock. I wish you the best of luck. I'll see you in 45. Here we go. Alrighty, friends. How did that sprint go for everybody? I'm gonna put up a nice little 7-minute break for us. And I put up our treasure chest already. I am on chapter 54 and making pretty good progress. So really can't complain. My goal for tonight was to get through 55 read. Let me think about this. Yeah, I want to read through 55. So hopefully, I mean, at this rate, I think I'll definitely finish through 55. And then I'll just have to consider if I want to keep going or if I want to try and maybe work on my book a little bit tonight. Because I've paced out the chapters I have left and I figured out if I can do 5 a day, I'll finish by the deadline. So we'll see. But I may just keep reading at least like one more chapter. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes me to get through to 55 or through 55. And then I'll decide, I guess. Okay, let's see. Also, Sapphire Wolf did share a really nice reminder at the top of the sprint to make sure that you hydrate and have a snack when you can. If you have not had anything to eat yet today, like definitely make sure getting all your nutrients and all that good stuff. Yeah, Walter was definitely strutting his stuff in front of the camera, but he's now sleeping in his little chair. But he's such a sweetie. And also welcome to Day, who came in during that sprint. It's so good to see you, Day. And yeah, we're definitely going to do at least one more, maybe 2 more, depending on what times we get on the wheel. So, hi, Ron. So good to see you. Welcome in. Bree says I've pulled up a puzzle from Tangle.io and I'm working at that. Ooh, that sounds cool. I've never heard of that. That's pretty cool. Alex said it went pretty well. Note I made to myself. She has a wee bit of a breakdown, but don't worry. Magical Bird will get her flowers to feel better. Ignore that most of them are actually weeds. Oh my gosh, that's such a fun little note. I bet your world is very like immersive, you know. Thanks, Margot. I'm trying. You whooped my tail on this beta read, but yeah, I'm making progress. I'm just glad I'm going to meet the deadline no matter what. You know, I feel pretty confident I'll meet the deadline no matter what. So that was my top priority, you know. Got a good chunk of pages marked up in the draft. Nice, Miley. Christina said, woo, that was great for me. Worked through about 611 words. Nice, Christina. 611 is nothing to sneeze at. I'm telling you guys got to give yourself more credit. Those of you that are revising and you're like, but I'm revising. That's still a lot of words to like, even if you're copying and pasting some over. I feel like that's still a lot of progress because like I haven't started obviously my full, like I haven't started implementing revisions on draft 2, but like I feel like chunks of it will get copied over. But even so, it's probably going to be somewhat like spread out, and it's a lot of work just to like determine and make the decision of like what you carry over and what you don't and stuff. I don't know. I think you guys got to give yourselves more credit. Jen said, I think it went well. Slowly worked through the fog. Didn't keep track. No worries. No pressure ever to keep track, honestly. If you worked for the whole sprint, I think that's a huge win just right there. Sapphire Wolf said, only wrote 56 words as I prioritized dinner. Very nice. We love prioritizing the self-care. But the last line was, those filthy humans don't deserve our kindness after what they just did to you, princess. Albine's words were coated with anger and disgust. Or it might be Albine. Albine's words were coated with anger and disgust. I apologize if I didn't say their name right, but that line is great. Those filthy humans don't deserve our kindness after what they just did to you, princess. So good. Margot took a shower and prepped some admin stuff. Nice. Ron finished editing his manuscript for this week. Sent it to his editor for proofreading today. Oh, that's huge, Ron. Oh my gosh. You guys know what we haven't done in a while that we might have to do in honor of this, because this feels like a pretty big milestone. Can anyone guess what I'm thinking? Because Ron is celebrating. What do? We celebrate? Goodness, I was lost in the sauce for a minute there. Didn't even realize. No worries, buddy. It's totally fine. I do that sometimes with sprints too. But welcome in. Welcome back. Day is making a chai to prep for the next sprint. I am not a big chai person. I might need to give it another try. I feel like I tried it like one time and wasn't really a fan, but my brother really likes it too. I feel like I need to try it again. Christina shared a last line. Last line that she read. Okay. His large curly fro obscures his eyes, but I see them in my mind as clear as the ink of night. Round brown doe eyes, sunken in from tragedy centuries aged. Christina, what the hell? That was so good. I swear, you guys really, I just feel like I'm in such good company here on these streams. I swear, that was so impressive, Christina. Yes, this is huge for Ron. Fun puzzle site most streamers use. Wow, I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look it up. All I see right now lately that streamers are doing is playing that hide and seek game. Have you guys seen that? The hide and seek game with the like where you get to play as players, you hide in a room and like paint over yourself, and then there's one host who's like a seeker and they have to walk around and try to find you. I don't know. But that's what I've been seeing a lot. Yes, it's huge. Bunny wrote 560 words. That's awesome, Bunny. Okay, I got it right the first time. Perfect. Thank you for telling me, Sapphire. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So prep those emojis. Get ready. Alpine, but just a B instead of a V. Okay, cool. Now, Sapphire Wolf, I don't think you've been here for one of these, actually, for the dance parties. You may not know about these yet. So usually, whenever someone hits, like, a big landmark moment, usually I try to make it, either, like, what do I do, guys? 10K? I think we do 10Ks. So, like, if you hit 10K, 20K, 30K, something like that. Or if you do something like Ron just did, where he, finished looking over his manuscript and has sent it off to his editor. Like, obviously, that's a huge moment. We host these dance parties. And I will show you guys, I'll show you what we're talking about. So everybody prep your emoji. So for this one, Sapphire Wolf, basically, a lot of people put any emoji you could possibly relate to dance in any way. And I'm telling you, it gets kind of crazy. So you could just spam a bunch of random emojis if you want, but don't post them yet. Wait till the dance party starts. But people will like queue up chunks of them. So while I'm catching up to the end here, you can queue up some emojis if you want to participate. But yeah, so good, Christina. Seriously, really good. Like I'm shock at all, my friend. Poetry. Let's see, Chameleon. Oh, is that what it's called? Mech Chameleon? Yeah, people are killing it. People are killing it. Yeah, you'll see one tonight. Oh, you'll see it for the first time too, Savannah? Okay, perfect. Oh, I'm so excited for you guys to experience your first dance party. Miley said, mayhap a line from old drafting. Yes, please. Okay. As they depart, carefully picking their way back up the path, Nancy casts one look over her shoulder at the weeping brass child and blows it a kiss. Guys, seriously, what is happening tonight? What is the magic happening in these lines? Insane. I cannot wait for us to be like on panels or something together in future, and I get to say that I knew you guys way back when, because this is insane. Gold trophy as well. Probably should. Nature section of emoji. Miley is ready. Okay, all right. No worries, Miley. It's okay. I'll pull it back up. All right, without further ado, you know what time it is. We're gonna do this and then we'll go to the wheel. All right, now I'm gonna do this on my own, but the way you show me I'm not doing it alone is by putting emojis in the chat. So ready? Ron, this one goes out to you, friend. Here we go. Very nicely done, Ron. So happy and excited for you. Oh my gosh. All right, let me go back to Miley's. Oh, Miley, I was going to pull up your twerking. Oh, she put it back in. The twerking cricket or whatever they're called. Oh my gosh. These are so good, guys. You guys really came through with the emojis. This is always so fun. And I know that these take a while to pull up, especially if you're watching on a computer. So I so appreciate all the hype for in honor of Ron. Hi, Ozzy! No worries. So we were celebrating Ron because Ron has sent his manuscript off to his editor. Right, Ron? Let me double check. Hold on. Going back up here. I'm going to get... Okay, here we go. The detailed comment. Ron finished editing his manuscript this week and sent it to his editor for proofreading today. So he is celebrating tonight, and we want to celebrate that as well with a dance party in his honor. I like to do those at big milestone moments for people in the chat. So, oh, I'm so glad you liked it, Ron. Said his workout as he finished. Oh, yep. Of course, Ron. I'm so glad you liked it. Okay. So now, as promised, I'm going to take us on over to the wheel. So go ahead and pop a guess in the chat as to which increment of time you think the wheel will land on. If anybody hits the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in their honor, and I'll fetch you a nice little trophy over on the main screen. So far tonight, I think we've had a 30 and a 45. So who knows what the wheel could have in store? Anything is possible. I just heard that Ellie Goulding song pop up in my head that's like, anything can happen. You guys know that song? Anyways. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. Okay, 45. I'll take back-to-back 45s. I'm not mad about that. Let's see if anybody got it. Savannah got it. Congrats, Savannah. That's awesome. Also, welcome in, Jordan. All right. Savannah, I'm going to get you a nice little trophy over on the main screen. Guys, y'all know what to do in the chat. Okay. Nice. Very nicely done, Savannah. Okay. All the gold stars for Savannah. We love to see it. Of course. All right. That being said, I do have 45 minutes queued up on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck, and I will see you on the other side of 45. Here we go. Alrighty. And just like that, another sprint is done. Beth said, read 5 chapters, and now it's time for me to say goodbye. Oh no. Well, no worries, Beth. 5 chapters is awesome. That's great work. And I hope you have a great night, Beth. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I am. Let me actually mark like where I'm at just so that it's easy for me to find after. But I think I'm in. Hold on. I think I'm in 56 now, which is further than I thought I would get tonight. Yeah. So I'm in 56. If there's any chance that I can like finish this chapter, that'd be great. But because that'll put me like a chapter ahead. But I looked ahead and it looks fairly long, so I don't know that I'll finish this one in the next sprint. We'll see. Let's see. Margot did more admin and then ate dinner. Awesome, Margot. Bree finished the puzzle. It was halfway done when I started. Oh, cool. Were you able to like save it from the last time you did it, Bree, and then resume it? Or were you doing it with another streamer maybe? Miley got very distracted, but is through the chapter she was marking up. That's huge, Miley. That's awesome. Day said that went quick. I worked on the newsletter I'm sending out tomorrow. Oh, very cool. That's so smart to have a newsletter. Tired Mama. Welcome in, Tired Mama. Tired Mama said, ironing out some wrinkles in my plot. Fun times. Tricky times, but fun times. Oh, okay. Save the tab from the streamer. Very cool. Christina got 200 words of newish words and worked through about 400 in total. That's awesome, Christina. Y'all are making some great progress tonight. Alex said, gonna hop off for the night. I hope everyone has a fantastic day tomorrow. Stay hydrated and remember to take care of yourselves. Thank you, Alex. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a good night. Yeah, we'll probably do one more. As long as we do a shorter yap. Let me actually set a timer to keep us on track here. And I already gave us our treasure chest for that last sprint too. But yeah, we'll probably do one more. Bunny got about 230 words. Nice. Very nice, Bunny. Okay. Do you guys want to do a quick trivia question? But yes, we will do at least one more. Well, I shouldn't say at least. It'd probably be a maximum of one more, but I'm on a roll, so I'm hoping we, don't get doom or anything crazy, but anything up to an hour, like I could do another hour if I had to, but hopefully we max out at that. Sapphire Wolf shared a last line. He's so close to my ear where his warm breath of each word trails goosebumps down my throat to my shoulder blade. They definitely did not deserve the kindness you showed them after they hurt you. We love the angst, the romantic angst, the tension. But if you guys want to do a quick trivia question, I've got a couple queued up. Or actually, Sapphire Wolf, I think you asked a question for after the sprint. Okay, question for everyone after the sprint. Where is your go-to place, inside or out, in the town or city, that you feel most productive to write in? And I will say, not to this is going to be a boring answer, but I will say my favorite place to write now at this point is my desk. I feel like I have it set up perfectly for what I need, and this is where I'm most productive. But a good cafe is always nice too. I do like a good amount of background noise, but only on certain occasions. Definitely not as a daily thing. But if anyone else wants to answer, feel free to drop your answer in the chat. I think that's a cool question. Down to Triv. Okay. Oh, this is kind of an interesting one. How many times can a skunk spray its enemies in a week? That is a very weirdly specific question. How many times can a skunk spray its enemies in a week? And it's multiple choice, so hold your horses. 1, 5, or 20? 1, 5, or 20? Oh, Bree, this is a good answer. In the sun with my chair and snacks and tea. That's a really good answer. Christina said, LOL, same. My desk or maybe the dining table, but that's rare. You know what, though? A good dining table does hit different. If it's like a really big one and you have all this space to work at and you've got like notes you want to lay out and stuff, that is a vibe. Cafes, bars, and my bed. You know, I've never really worked at a bar before, like, you know, with a laptop or anything, but Sarah Jane showed me one recently. And I was like, you know, maybe that is a good idea and a vibe. You know, you could just sip on like a nice cool beer or a glass of wine and write. Ian said, I only write at my desk in my office. It's the quietest room. Yeah, see, that's what I like, you know, my own space. Ron said, in my bedroom, quiet, peaceful, and away from everything. Yeah. I think that's the best. It's the most productive. It may not be like the most fun thing. And I'm saying that because I have the same answer, right? Of just being like at my desk at home. It's not the most like intriguing or fun thing, but it is the most productive and conducive, I think, to making progress. So, okay. We had a few different guesses here. I know. Interesting question, right? In a week. 7, once a day. 1, 5. Okay. So I'm going to tell you the correct answer is actually about 5. Also, thank you, Lindsay, for subscribing. Appreciate it. But yes, the correct answer is 5. Yes, it just slaps. That's a great way to put it. Always in it. Oh, see, a recliner could be a vibe, though. See, I've never really tried writing in bed, and a lot of people rant and rave about that. They say it's pretty nice. I may have to try that at some point. Okay, we're going to do one more question really quick. The more you know. I really want to create some sort of like graphic similar to that one. The more you know. Ooh, the library's good too, though. Library, cafe, or dining room. My library has like the most uncomfortable chairs, though. I will say. They're like these wood chairs that are like really uncomfortable. But library is a vibe. Because you're just surrounded by books. It's kind of like the people that write at Barnes and Noble. Like you're just soaking in all the inspo just by being there, I feel like. Listen, I may, honestly, there are a couple scenes in here where I feel like, in my book, where I feel like it might do me some good to have a beer or something before writing it. Just to like not overthink, to be honest. Christina said, I cannot write in public. Tried it. Does not work. Totally valid. Like I said, for me, I can only do it once in a while. If I'm really trying to be productive. If I'm just trying to vibe, I can hang, you know, be out in public longer. But for the most part, I like to be at my desk. I'm more worried about falling asleep. Yeah, same. That's why I haven't written in my bed yet, but I feel like I kind of want to try it at some point. A good drunk writing. I have not had one yet. I mean, I did have a glass of wine with Taylor when I was like finishing my draft. So I guess writing like my last chapter or so, I had a glass of wine, but that was it. Yeah. Right. Drunk, edit, sober. Oh my gosh. I actually love that. Right. Drunk, edit, sober. That's a vibe. Although we are not encouraging drinking over any personal limits on this stream. I am very cognizant of like, you know, stay within your limits, stay within control of yourself. Don't drink too much. Cause I know there's like a, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like an association of writers drinking too, you know, I want to be careful about, you know, we joke about it and it's nice to have a drink, but don't go overboard. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, drink responsibly. Exactly. Switch off on Sundays and I take 4 hours at a coffee shop. Ooh, that's really cool. Actually, that's really like a good strategy to switch on and off. I think Write with Joy was talking about that in her most recent video she put out today. She was talking about how on vacation, like, she and her other family members were kind of taking turns with the kids so that she could, have some time to write. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. I have a character who's like really cocky, and I feel like if I drank, I would like get into his voice better, but I want to be careful because I think that can be a dangerous slope. But anyways, okay, let's go over to the wheel and let's do one more spin. This will be the last one of the night. Walter's butt is blocking the button I need. But anyways, okay, this will be the last spin of the night. So go ahead and drop your guess in the chat as to which increment of time the wheel will land on. If anybody hits the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in their honor, and I will fetch you a nice little trophy over on the main screen as well. But yes, this will be our last sprint of the night. Just to reiterate. Also, if you have not liked the stream yet, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I am here every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And would love to have you as part of the TTWG, the Tuesday, Thursday writing group. It's always a fun time over here. That being said, I'm going to spin the wheel in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, 30. Perfect. So Tired Mama Doom takes us over to a whole nother stream layout that is very kind of like dark. It's more like gothic. It's not actually scary. It's just like kind of gothic. And we spin another wheel, a different wheel that only has increments of 60 minutes, 90 minutes, and 120 minutes. So those are like much more intense sprints. And we have hit that before, and we've actually hit it twice in a row before. So it is in play. And sometimes I do like Wheel of Doom streams too, where like all we're doing is Wheel of Doom, and different things like that. They should be back in my catalog too, of streams, if you ever want to take a peek at one, and what it's like. But they're a fun time. Let's see who gets 30, because somebody got it. Tired Mama got 30, and so did Miley. Great job, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take us back over and get you a trophy. All right, very nicely done, Tired Mama and Miley. Okay, let's see here. Look at all the stars. We love to see the support for our friends. Okay. It is scary, but it's so funny. I feel like it's caught on. You know, I initially put it out because people kept cheering for it to hit the 1 hour slot. And so then I was like, oh, you think that's funny to cheer for 1 hour? I'm going to add this sliver, thinking people would like be afraid to land on it. Now people want to land on it. It's so funny. Because you show the other wheel, even though it wasn't picked. Oh, like show what it looks like when it lands on Doom. Yeah, I'll show you real quick, I guess. Everybody hang for 2 seconds. I'll show you real quick. Let me see. I think I can take you over and show you. Let's see. Okay, so this is the layout, but then let me take you to the wheel. This is our wheel, the Wheel of Doom. Dun dun dun. So, yeah, it gets kind of dicey, which I think, I don't know, man, but I'm playing with the idea of making that 120 a little bit, that sliver a little bigger. We'll see if it happens, but for now, we're going to chill over here where it's nice and safe. Yeah, that was a really wild high. Yeah, that was pretty surreal. That was crazy. The Sauron. I have to pull up a whole nother like thing to queue it up. I will if we hit it, I'll do it. I don't want to spin it if we haven't earned it, you know, we gotta earn the spin. But I love that you guys love it and want to spin it. Thanks, Tired Mama. No, we can't spin it. We gotta earn the spin, you know? I do need to do, though, eventually, maybe I'll do, you know how I wanted to do like a lock-in stream with you guys? Maybe I'll just do a Wheel of Doom stream, because that's pretty much the same thing. And we haven't done one in a minute. Oh, to make the 120. Yeah. No, I'm leaning towards it, because that's the only sliver of time we've never gotten so far. Thank you, Sapphire Wolf. It is definitely a fun time. Yeah, Ron, that's what I'm thinking, because I've done it before, actually. If you go back and look at my live streams, I call it a Wheel of Doom stream. And I haven't done one in a while, so maybe I'll do one pretty soon here coming up. Once I'm done with my beta read, I want to do a lock-in stream. I was telling you guys about this, where we like don't talk very much and it's much more like just work. Maybe we'll do a Wheel of Doom one for that, because it's pretty much the same thing. We'll only be talking once every hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. So, all right. But in the here and now, we have a 30-minute sprint. So I wish everyone the best of luck, and I'll see you on the other side of 30. Here we go. Oh, I forgot I didn't mute. My bad. Okay. We are back. And I feel like I'm fairly close to the end of this chapter. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not as close as I thought, but I've made really good progress in this chapter. I'm pretty close. So I'm not to 57 yet, but I did get through a chunk of it. Okay. Let's see. Sapphire Wolf also shared another question for after the sprint. What is everyone's nightly drink to relax or have when writing, and does anyone do any dancing while listening to music? I don't really move too much when listening to music, but I drink chocolate milk. That's my go-to drink. Is chocolate milk. If anyone else would like to share their favorite drink, or if they dance while listening to music, you know, feel free to drop it in the chat. Sapphire Wolf shared a last line. Almost pure white light. Or wait, so sorry, let me change this. Almost pure white light. Unsure what that means, but we'll definitely have to talk with my parents about it privately. That way I don't worry any other elf unnecessarily. Thank you, Margot. This one's a longer chapter, you know? So I feel like I'm going slow, but I'm really not. But it's so good. I'm so hooked. Thanks, Miley. Christina said, wrote like 50-ish more words and then got hella distracted by the World Cup. I haven't even been following since I watched the first US game, and then I haven't been following. I should be following. I just feel like there's only so many hours in the day, you know, unfortunately. But I am pro World Cup and everything. Like, I'm a fan, so I went to like a big World Cup party for the kickoff and then just fell off. Margot said, I drink a bunch of things, but preferably in ooh, that's so nice, in a fancy glass. I should drink chocolate milk out of a wine glass one day, just for the heck of it, you know? Tired Mama said, water or bubbly, which is just flavored carbonated water, is my favorite thing to drink when writing. Keeps me alert. Nice. Water, tea, wine, cocktail, etc. You know, is this a writer thing too, to have like multiple drinks? Because I always have water, chocolate milk, and then I keep either tea or coffee here too. Tea through and through, regular black, my own spice blend, brown sugar, and milk. Sounds so good. Wait, so you put brown sugar in your tea, Miley? I have never heard of that, brown sugar and tea. I mean, I'm sure that's a thing. You know, we've talked about this. I know like nothing about tea. I just know how to put a tea bag in tea. But brown sugar and tea sounds pretty nice, pretty enticing. Bree said, I did a few lines of knitting, but lost interest. Gotcha, fair. Yeah, I'm curious too who played. Mexico and Ecuador. Okay. Okay, hold on. Lindy said, took me half the time just to figure out what to write. Almost halfway through my first draft, and I'm slowly plugging things in. Oh, that's such a fun point to be at. I feel like I say this all the time, but honestly, halfway through your first draft, it's such a good feeling because you feel like you're getting over the hump, you know? Like, you've gotten over the worst of it, you know? That's so fun. Okay, Ron said, usually just water, sometimes a glass or whiskey or home brew to sip. Music always involves movement, head bopping, shoulders dancing, sometimes arm flailing. I will say this too. I feel like listening to music while I write versus listening to music just every day is different. If I was just listening to everyday music, I do like a little head swivel, head bop, you know. But listening to it while I write, which I don't really listen to it while I write often, I only listen to it usually when I'm like getting into the headspace during the first sprint, or if I hit like a wall or something, but then I'm not really like moving as much. I don't think. I'll have to think about it more the next time I do it. Cold drink, hot drink, fun drink. That's the roster, huh? Ooh, okay. I'll have to tune in for that, Miley. Knockout game tomorrow against Belgium, because I'm not sure, but I think Peacock is streaming the games. I'll have to look. I normally have water, juice, and a fun drink like coffee or a different. See, I'm convinced now. I think this is a writer thing to have multiple drinks at all times. Senegal. Oh, cool. Bye, Jen. Thank you for hanging out. And yes, I will see you on Thursday. Yes, brown sugar or maple syrup. What? This is a whole new world. Brown sugar and cream. That's what Miley was saying. She did brown sugar and milk. I may have to try this because I'm a fan of brown sugar. I have brown sugar in my oatmeal. Yeah, I may have to try that. Especially because I think I just got a tea that's like cinnamon. It's like apple cinnamon or something, but I bet that'd be so good with brown sugar. Oh my gosh. Ron said, getting out of my chair and just go. I once hit the wall and my mother knocked on my bedroom door and asked if I was okay. Oh my gosh. Miley said, I'm going to peep at the MVE game now. I'm curious. Yeah. Mexico versus Ecuador. Yeah, let us know the score, Miley. The current score. Or Christina. I'm kind of curious. My fun drink for tonight is no caffeinated chamomile tea with only one spoonful of sugar, and a small amount of milk. Oh, so many tea drinkers in the chat tonight. I really need to dabble in that more, I think. Lindy said, thank you, and I'm going to have to try brown sugar. I've always just done milk and honey, London fog, as they call it. Interesting. See, and I've heard of London fog, but I didn't know that was with milk and honey. Interesting. Yeah, it's something like that. Cinnamon apple spice. I don't remember the exact, but it's something like, it's definitely got, I think it's got cinnamon and apple. But yeah, I'll be excited to try it out for sure. All right, well, I'm going to give us our last little gold chest here because we definitely earned it. But that being said, I think this is where I'm going to call it for the night. But please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out with me at the TTWG. You know, it's always a fun time here. Always love seeing all you guys. And that being said, be brave, be a light. Remember that you're so loved, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye, guys.